Well, good evening. It's Robert A. Wilson with Cowboy Wisdom. Tonight I want to talk about political correctness and how political correctness is a dream stealer and holding people from living their dreams. I can remember when in the 60s, this country was a stand-up country, but today, through political correctness, we're afraid of the adversity, controversy, and everything that makes people move their life forward. And as we do this, I'm starting to understand we set our dreams and we have our goals, intentions, whatever words you use, but yet we shy away from them because in our subconscious and subliminal and inner landscape is the political correctness. And we're afraid to go beyond them boundaries. It was self-taught, self-induced, but yet we play inside the rules of political correctness, even though we think we don't, and we think we're a rebel-rouser. But something I've realized within myself, the dream is only as big as I'm willing to step beyond the correctness within myself. If you look at the world today, people would rather hear how good they are than hear where their limitations are, because we've become such a criticizing world and a categorizing world. We put people in a category, we put them in a box, and that's where they stay because we're afraid to let ourselves out of our own box. And that's something political correctness has done to the world. Has put us all in a box and trying to keep us inside the control of the systems that we have, the higher education, the school system, society system, the business community, and everything has us in a limiting situation because we all want to do the right thing for somebody else. How is that? And I've done that in my life. When you work for somebody else, you're inside a box trying to do what's right for them. And how do people become afraid to step out of that box? Because that is a comfort zone. And I know that by heart. Because when I'm a union electrician, I make just enough money to keep me inside there. With investing, you do well. But here's the thing. How is working like that, a political correctness, and trying to keep me inside a safe zone? And I've done that, and I still try to do it. I catch myself at it, and I have to step back because I want to do the right thing, but I want to do the easy thing because that is what that is the easiest way for me to make a living. But what inside that is a political correctness. And yes, I get to do this, but I'm only using my mind and my brain. I'm not using my heart and soul. In my heart and soul is a truss, a T-R-U-S-S, a truss of white light that I walk on to trust my abilities. Because when I get into the heart and soul and the gut gumption and the brain power and brain prowess, I'm beyond the political correctness of life. So how does people get stuck in the political correctness and want to do this, and people really open up and want to stay safe, yet they want to dream? You can never dream within political correctness or the society-trained ways or the society-trained mind. So as I open this up to myself, and that is something I really expanded into, I can only talk about me and how I've expanded my life, and I'm willing to show people the way I have done it, and it's different, but it is the only way I expanded my life is understanding society, the school system, my inner self, my parents. Everybody plays a part in my life. What did I teach myself, and how did I teach myself to stay inside the lines, to get compliments, so I felt good, rather than hear the inspirational words that show me my limitations. And that is really what some people are just critics and they're out to hurt you. But some people are inspirational critics. Not really critics, but they're inspirational tutors showing you a better way to live a life. And that's what I've opened up to. Because even criticism, when you start looking at it as it's me against them or us or them against me, and open up just to hear it through an appreciative ear and a hearing heart and a savvy soul, I start experiencing life because I understand I take myself out of the equation of my life. I expand my life. That's the thing about a dream. A dream is me. To be of the dream is to participate and facilitate the dream rather than being caught up in the dream. Because when I first got into this, I was in this, in that. But when you're in it, you're in the thick of it. The thick of the ick and the good of the grander. But when you're of it, you're open. And you're open, feeling and emotion. Your feelings and emotions are ready for you to expand out of where you are. And if you step back and look at the world and look at the way it is today, people want everything, and I'm guilty of this one. People want everything, but they're unwilling to step into the trails that will take them beyond where they're at. Because success, wealth, a dream is never in the easy street. A dream is whatever you're willing to participate in, but a dream is in the trails of turmoil, the paths of percipience, and the roads of riches. And all of them have to be walked, listened to, and expanded out of. But the thing about I'm understanding more and more, it's the feelings and emotions of letting go, of willing to be different in the society and the political correctness, because the political correct people are going to be really, I guess, more terrified of your willingness to be beyond them. So the ridicule the ridicule from the fools will really be out to hurt you. But if you understand it's a jealousy rather than a ridicule, it inflames your inner self and lighting the fire of desire to dream every day, seeing innovative, revolutionary, enterprising energy within your veins of fame to feel awesome, magnificently expanding through life. That opens up a new way for people to do that. And something else I'm really going to share, take words like fame, feeling awesome, majestically expanding. That gives that word a meaning for you. Make words out of the letters of the words. And then you can appreciate life. And something I'm really understanding, there's a ceiling in this world. There's a divide where, like, I'm a self-taught person. See, the blue collar is the self-taught, and then the white collar is the higher educated. And there's a ceiling, and there's a fine line in there that the others think they went to college, and they feel that the self-educated are never their teachers, and the self-taught have a fear of expressing themselves to the white collar because we've been taught, oh no, they're more educated, and that's not true. They're more educated in books, as the self-taught is more educated in experience. So together, when you're willing to listen and have conversations, you can open up new paths. And something that I've really realized and pay attention to, there is a snobbishness from the higher educated to the blue collar or the self-educated. And then there's also the blue collar the self-educated get a standoff mindset that I have to be right, I have to show them, rather than having the communication. Because it's going to take everybody in this world to expand out of the current situation. And the politics and the business leaders of the world are going to do what they do. It's the self-taught and the spiritual people of the world that will expand us into peace and prosperity. Because spirit is unafraid of what you know. Your ego thinks you have to know, and it's not really an ego, it's just the word I use, but it's a hidden haunt of political correctness that thinks I have to stand there, be right, and everybody else has to be wrong. I've done that, and I admit today it's really nice being able to say, oh, tell me more about this. Political correctness and egotistical arrogance has got this country and the world into the bind it's in. It's not in bad shape, it's just in a bind. And people are the grease and the wisdom to move us out. They will oil the machines of divine energy to expand the newness in people. People are looking for a better way, but we never know how to get beyond the books and the political correctness and the ridicule and the jealousy of people that want to stay the same but yet dream. And how is that? That's something I had to ask myself. How am I unwilling to step beyond where I'm at into my dreams, to be of my dreams? And that is where I am playing today, because the dream is beyond everything society, me, and the world knows. But as I open up to understand a dream is just a dare, well, I call it daring Rob every day, aggrandizing the majestic maturity to expand through life. But it's a daring resolve, energizing awesome moxie for people to expand and open up. The only thing about a dream is you're going to fail. You're going to fail, and you're going to fail. You're going to fall down. You're going to get skinned. You're going to get everything. But it's a listening to the fall is where the far-seeing, astute, lively lure lives for us to expand. You never fail unless you quit. And that's the way the world is. We want everything instant success. Who wants instant success and instant everything? That was me. Get rich quick. That's all it takes. That was the biggest failure of my life. And that's a failure because I was unwilling to grow personally, to grow financially. I got into a home-based business back in the late 90s. And that was the first thing they said. You're going to fail your way to success. And you're going to grow personally before you grow financially. And I said, yeah, right. Well, every day since then, that's become more true and more evident in my life, because it's willing to evolve out of the political correctness and the society-trained minds that we all have. And the books of the world and all the school system is how what other people want us to know and how they want us to live. Spiritual books are a guide for you to feel the enterprising energy and the emotional oomph within us to live above what everybody thinks we should live. And how is the political correctness in people telling us how they think we should live, rather than people feel how they should expand through life? Life is laugh internally, feel enterprising energy to live above the fray of life. And I got an article coming out next week. It's called Dissolving the Gossiper Within. And something I've learned about gossiping is it's a political correctness to fit in. But gossiping is a fear of your own self, but trying to make fun of somebody and ridicule somebody to fit in with other people. A gossip is a dream stealer and a life exterminator, and we never even realize it. Waste through gossip, political correctness, is a stopper of your life. It just null and voids your life and your dreams. So when you can start realizing every word and image you see and speak, you want it towards your accomplished outcome. I used accomplished outcome over goals because I want to feel that. I want the emotions and the motions and negotiations I want the gut gumption to walk into my dreams and to walk with my dreams rather than try to manifest my dreams. I want to walk through the dreams because the experiences of my life are the dreamers there, showing my flair to feel lively, ascend internally, realizing life is a dream when I use the experiences to expand myself. And that is the thing about life. Everything in life is to expand me. The good, the bad, the ugly, the chaos, and the challenge. And the tragic is something that unites people. Do you ever notice how people unite during tragedy? How is tragedy an unseen uniter of people? That's kind of just a different take on that. It just come to me, and in a way that's true, because in tragedy, the world comes together. Every other time, we're separated. We're trying to live our culture, their culture, and we're trying to be politically correct because my way is better than your way, which is the biggest lie that never flies. So when you untie the lies to fly, you unstrap the crap to wrap, to realize, appreciate, and participate and facilitate your life. And rhymes are the way you expand the inner dialogue and you open up to the song of yourself. And words and wisdom are the bridges to everywhere. That's in my book, I Am Wisdom. And when you can open up to wisdom, you can let go of the political correctness, because wisdom is unattached and detached from the world, but it's attached to the imagination, intuition, innovation, and the gut gumption within you. I like the word gumption because it gives you some power. And take all the shallow words out of your life and start writing and speaking with power. I understand, I expand when I'm grand, galvanizing revolutionary acumen, naturally daring myself to expand every day. And the word expand over change takes a memory out, and it makes you, and it's a curiosity. It opens a curiosity within you to experience life rather than think, oh my God, here comes change. I don't like this, I don't like that. But expand, enterprise, expand, energize, enterprise, and appreciate opens up the experiences, allows you the accomplished outcomes of your dreams. And I am Robert A. Wilson with Cowboy Wisdom, and I want to thank Jeannie, John, and Joanne for being here. And I will be here Thursday night, and I'm going to talk about my book, Fear is My Friend. And my website is mycowboywisdom.com. My email is robert@mycowboywisdom.com. And may everybody's life be as blessed as you are a blessing to me and the world. Thank you, and good night.